the first thing that Spirit wanted to bring up is that humanity right now has a tendency to kind of hang out in our mental and emotional wastelands. And Spirit referred to this as wandering in an emotional or intellectual place that is without real substance. And that we've been doing this collectively for quite some time. We've been living without the qualities of soul. And it forces the ego to have to either live in the past or live in the future. And here Spirit says living in a future with some elusive destination where we are, never quite getting there, or fantasizing or lamenting over our past. And this, Spirit says, locks us into outdated spirals of ourself or outdated versions of ourselves, or what Spirit refers to as false overlays, which project us into the future, where we're waiting until something in the future is going to make our life better. And where we are moving, this type of perspective is going to cause even more suffering than it has in the past. So we are being called into presence, and we're being called to realize that every 24-hour cycle, what we perceive to be a 24-hour cycle, is an entirely new beginning in what Spirit refers to as the eternal now. That each day is actually a brilliant new frequency of energy and opportunity to be stepped into and received, and that linear time only exists in our minds. So, we kind of go to bed each night and wake up each day in a linear flow from yesterday. And Spirit is saying to really be in our presence, we have to wake up each day as if this is the next new day of heaven on earth, and that there is something that we might experience today that was not even available in yesterday's reality. And we have to have almost that childlike wonder in order to embrace the kingdom of heaven that already exists. Because when we are children, we're not focused on, where we're going 2 hours from now. We are focused on having fun and enjoying the most we can get out of the moment that we are in. And so we're very much encouraged to take on that frame of perspective or that frame of mind, and to avoid any nostalgia or longing for something better, because this is trapping us in the illusory matrix in linear time. And last week, Spirit said if we find ourselves kind of trapped or ungrounded or finding ourselves disoriented, it's time for us to keep natural time. So meeting the sunrise, meeting the sunset, going out and, putting our hands on the trees. All of these things help our body to stay in the natural rhythm of the earth and keep us from losing our anchor, which is incredibly important right now, and is why we hear call after call, to walk barefoot in nature and to be in tree canopies, because this is actually where we're going to receive the most vitality and the most regeneration for our life force. That the past and the future now represent ghost lands for us, and that we are being called to find joy in the present moment as our greatest devotion.